Okay guys, this is a video that I've been needing to make for a little while. It's kind of heavy on my heart right now, and it's something you need to hear whether you like it or not. I want to talk about the difference between need and deserving. I've given this example a few times in training where we talk about, hey, you can need a good grade on a test but not deserve it. You can go into that test not having studied and whatnot, and you might need the good grade, but you're not going to get it because you don't deserve it. And that's part of life, guys. It's actually a big piece of the law of the harvest. It says unless you plant, you don't deserve to reap. And there's some people that say, well, I planted, I deserve to reap. And I would say, well, let's backtrack and look at either you deserved, but some unfortunate thing happened, or you planted, but you forgot to water it and weed the garden and whatnot. And where this really comes to fruition for a lot of the guys is this year was the first year that we decided as a leadership group that it would be a good idea to help some of the rookies to make sure they were getting by making sure that they at least had a paycheck of $200 so long as they were working all the hours. And to an extent, I think it's good because it allows a little bit of runway for someone to learn this job and to become acquainted with the techniques and the skills that they need to acquire in order to become deserving. But I want to give the message to you all that the time is short, that incentive is going to expire sooner than you know. And for those that have been on that incentive, let's say that we've paid out 3 weeks in a row, we've got to start looking at whether or not you actually deserve anything. We've got to look a little bit deeper at what are you doing with your time? Are you going through the motions? Are you trying? Are you in the meeting, but you're in la la land up in your mind? Or are you applying yourself and trying? And just so you guys know, I'm going to actually instruct all my managers that anyone that takes that incentive like 4 weeks in a row, we're not going to keep paying it. It's not designed to cover your needs, guys. It's not designed to be a crutch to fall on. It's not designed to be something that makes it so you can just take a step back and be like, I'm okay. I got food. I got a nice place I'm living in. I got my cell phone covered. That's not what it's for. It's runway for you to pick this thing up. And if you don't pick that thing up and within the runway, then life's really going to hit you hard with this thing, which is called needing versus deserving. And there's going to be some people that need some money so they can pay their cell phone bill. But if you look at what they've been doing for the past week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, they don't deserve it. It's hard. It's hard to say. It's hard coming off the tongue. There's going to be some people that need to eat. And they're going to have to be faced with this decision to spend their $10 on the week for ramen. Ramen for a week. And maybe that harshness of life's lessons will get them to wake up and say, I don't get what I need. I get what I deserve. I was on the phone with Jeff Rose the other day, and he was telling me about Nate out in his office, and he's like, dude, this job's changing his life. He sold 4 qualified deals last week. They were all perfect, full points, full rip, and he's getting a paycheck for like $1,800 this week, like in 2 days. And that amount of money is more than what some of you guys have made so far the 3, 4, 5 weeks that you've been at this. And it makes me take a step back and say, he deserves it. Don't we all agree? He deserves it. He did a good job. And my advice to him was to help him to understand that behavior is going to be rewarded. He deserves that compensation And he's only beginning the lesson that if he creates even more value, he deserves even more. I hope he soon has a paycheck for $3,000 in a week or $5,000 in a week, because those things are possible. In fact, there are some people that that's their reality right now. And then there's others that are burdened with this story of I can't, or I have to give away the farm in order to do this, or push all my payments in order to make a sale. And guys, it's your own story. And the results that you're getting and the pay that you're getting are simply just the deployment of your own story. Now I'm all for volume. I love it. I love getting a lot of deals. I love you guys getting a lot of deals. But I also, man, if I could just share a message with a bunch of you guys, you're getting paid what you deserve. And you should be asking yourself, how can I become deserving of more money? Because some of you guys are living pretty humbly right now. And I suppose that's not bad. It just is. And making a lot of money isn't good or bad. It just is a function of this law of need versus deserving. And so please hear me loud and clear, because guys, if you don't pay attention to this, the time is pretty short before you're going to have to learn this the hard way. That $200 a week rookie incentive, it's about to expire. Depending on how long you've been out there and whatnot, like, there's only a couple weeks left in it for a bunch of you guys. And what I'm asking you is to do some self-reflection. What I'm asking you is to stop being uncommitted and stop being a victim and saying, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and start to stack up the evidences that say, I deserve this. I deserve success because I'm getting up and I'm studying for 30 minutes a day. I deserve success because from the minute I'm dropped off until the minute I'm picked up, I'm going at it. I'm going hard. I'm working on it. I'm applying my skill set. I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm managing my area well. I'm managing my time well. I'm persuasive. I'm a better salesman today than I was last week. I can see that improvement in myself. And until you can answer that for yourself, then internally you're going to be struggling with this battle of whether you deserve it or not. See, it's not whether I think you deserve it or not. It's whether you think you deserve it or not, because you're the one out there in the market, and the market is going to give to those that deserve. Doors are open to those that knock. But for those that aren't even knocking, doors don't get open. It's just how it is, guys. So please, I hope you watched this video. I hope you watched it in the entirety. I hope that if you're already deserving of it and you've already been getting big paychecks, that you guys are some of the first people to reach out to the people that aren't and help them to see that, hey, anybody can do this. Anybody can. Many won't, many don't, but anybody can. And you can be one of them too. But you got to change your philosophy. You got to change that mindset, and you got to change that desire within, and you got to change those excuses and get rid of them. They're not helping you. To come to anybody and say, I need money for food, or I need money for cell phone bill, like that's not where you want to be. That's not what you want to do. Your back's up against the wall. And what I'm telling you is you're going to have to fight to get out of that position, out of that situation. You're going to have to reprogram, because if you've been in that place for a while, you're kind of used to it. And you got a story that you're telling, and it's revolving around that. So please hear me loud and clear. All of you guys are going to get exactly what you deserve. So become deserving. Sell a lot and sell quality and get paid. And watch as your happiness, your growth, your opportunities, they all open up, because you deserve them to open up. You deserve to have better, and you deserve to have more. Stack up those evidences, and soon it'll be. Thanks for watching.